Students, welcome back to the last video of lecture 11. In this video, I'm going to show you one very useful feature in the program, especially the sorting programs, with which you can actually see the intermediate arrays of the selection sort process. Okay. What do you mean by intermediate arrays? You can see here, this is the input array and this is the final array. In the last program of bubble sort and selection sort, we only saw the input array and the final array. How we can see the intermediate arrays that results from every iteration. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this part of step 3 with a method called display. Okay, I'm going to pass the array for this method, and this method will actually do this printing. Okay, why I'm doing this? Because it will help us to make our code look simpler. I will explain to you that later on. Okay, so let me go ahead and create this method. For that, I'm taking the NetBeans documentation, and this method has been created already for us by the NetBeans. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a line introduced, and then for loop I will write it, replace it with a dot length, and I'm going to print the array contents one by one using the similar loop which we used in step 3. Okay, there is no change. So whatever we see here in step 3 has been included in a separate method. Now what I can do is I can get rid of this loop totally, okay, and call this method every time I want to display the array. Okay, so what I have done basically is I have removed the looping for displaying the array and replaced it with a call to the method. Okay, and I have written a separate method for displaying, which is the similar code which we used in step 3. Now what is the benefit? Let me run it to make sure the program works fine. You can see here, this is the output array we are getting. Now what we can do is, if I want to see the result of the intermediate arrays, I'll move this to inside the loop of the selection sort. This is the selection sort loop, and I'm moving this call to the method of displaying to the inside of the loop. Let me format it, Control Shift F for formatting it. Now you can see it will show you the result of the intermediate steps. It will find minimum, swap it, and displays it. Okay, so we will see intermediate arrays. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this program now, and you can see here this is the result of displaying the intermediate arrays. Okay, starting from, this is the first input array. Okay, but this is the input array, and this is the result of the processing for position 0. Okay, the minimum is 9 has been replaced with this position, and to that position 11 has been moved. And for this part of the array we will find the minimum, okay, which is 11, which has been replaced here, and 46 has been moved here, and it goes on like this. Okay, we will find the minimum now in this range of elements, which is 12 replaced with this position. You can see here 12 here and 49 here. Now we'll do the same thing for this position, and it keeps on repeating. You can see here how many elements are the intermediate arrays are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 on an array of 10 elements. Okay, so this is a very useful step if you want to verify your hand simulation and compare it with the computer generated output. Okay, so you can do the same thing for bubble sort. You can write a similar display method for bubble sort program and include it inside the looping so that you can see the intermediate result there as well. You can do this for all the sorting algorithms in lecture 12 and 13 as well. See you in lecture 12, where we will see another two sorting algorithms, which are insertion sort and selection sort.